Hello, my name is Iftuwajra. My teammates are Majid and Daniel. My mentor is Joan Dice. Our internship code day project name is TypeScript AST Parser Visual Studio Code extension. In this project, I want to explain what AST Parser extension do. Analyzing the code statically using the AST or abstract syntax tree. As a developer, the source code that you write is also concise or elegant, and other developers can read and understand the code with easy way. However, a compiler has to do a lot more to make sense of the code. In this point, I learn how compiler try to understand what the code does and focus on what an AST is and its relevant static analysis. AST is a way of showing the syntax of a program language in hierarchical tree structure. The AST or abstract syntax tree can be thought of being related to the syntax tree that are used in the study of various different spoken languages. Abstract syntax tree can be thought of as a representation of roots. Each node denotes a construct occurring in the code text. Every details for the code doesn't appear in an AST, only contains structural and content-related details. Because of this, many AST are specific to certain languages. The way it works is that a program source code is first parsed or tokenized by cutting into substrings. These substrings are then organized into a parse tree. This process is refers to as a lexical analysis or tokenization. In this point, the compiler attempts to classify each token much like a person would try to match a word to its type. For example, if you want to use noun or verbs, etc. After the syntax analysis done, which convert a parser tree into a structure that is more logical. This process is known as a syntax analysis. Additional AST factors resulting tree syntax only represent the textual structure of the parser code. AST only represent relationship of the parser tokens from a source code. All AST comprise nodes which contain children. Each node describes the type of each token and its data. A simple example of a structure of AST can be represented through analyzing a mathematical equation like 2 plus c minus 1. When representing this equation in the forms of abstract syntax tree, the operator would be the representation of nodes. Each nodes, instead of including parentheses for order of operation of a variable. Variable z and literal 1 would be representing as a children of the minus operation.
Thank you, Iftu. Hi, my name is Daniel. Next, my party is going to present to you an AST parser Visual Studio Code extension. This extension is using an static analysis of every source files as input and output to analyze a portfolio issues like typo errors and highlights. We can see these issues while we are using VS Code editor without running and compile it. Saying this for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to use some samples. By the way, our extension is already available on the VS Code Market Store, so anybody can be able to install and use it. So let's start the demo with some examples. First, So when I'm hovering on the variable x is a number 5. When I'm hovering on the variable k, is 5 plus 3 is going to be 8. Okay, when I'm hovering on variable y, it's a number 13. That is 8 plus 5 is 13. On variable constant variable is the sum of these numbers 1, 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Total is going to be 15. It works. Let's see variable increment. Okay, increment's working good because variable y was 13, so plus 1 is going to be 14, correct? And here it is number 12. Is when 13 minus 1 is 12, correct? Variable b is true. It's a Boolean, says correct. Y is 12 and a is 15. A is 15 here, so 12 is less than 15. That's correct. That's true. So it's a Boolean and it is true. Works good. Yeah. Good. Issues and challenges. And this project, the lack actually we have a lack of resources and documentations in Visual Studio Code which are available at this time. So the which will be helpful that we were looking some informations and also we were lack of information for decorations and AST TypeScript documentation. So we come up to this level, we come up to work. Most of the time we are using the source code, so we see what functions are there. So we search out through that from different resources. So it is a little bit difficult to come up to one, what you call it, all information. You couldn't get it in the same time. So it is a little difficult in finding informations. Yeah. Okay, let's see what next. In this project, we are continuing to develop the project of the extension in order to or data types to compile different data types other than integer at this time, which is able to work. So we are going to work for string and Boolean and other kind of data types so that it can show us the result of compiling, after compiling, without running the code. So that is what it is. Next, also, we can continue to modify the current decoration to get better UI experience for the user of this extension. So like we're gonna work in highlighters, color themes, and other kind of decorations which can be helpful and looking better of the extension. Also, we would like to work on scoping, so the users of this extension will have better experience and will get better service of this extension. Finally, thank you so much for watching, and feel free to ask questions and give us any feedback, whichever you see, and we'll be happy for that. And on other hands, also feel free to clone. Here is the source code, so you can clone and be part of the project. You can have, you'll be happily accepting your contribution of this project. That can be much better. Yeah, so thank you so much.